heavyweights who have already had outstanding careers. And just like John Molina, these are two men who truly know how to fight. Ivan Robinson, 5 years younger than Jesse. James Leija, 4 inches taller as well. A 3-inch reach advantage for Robinson. They both weighed in a little bit over the lightweight limit of 135 pounds. And tonight, Leija has put on 11 pounds since yesterday's weigh-in and unofficially goes into the ring with 8 pounds worth of advantage over Ivan Robinson. That might not bother Ivan all that much, who wants to use his speed and movement to win the fight. Rules of the bout with our unofficial ringside scorer, Harold Letterman.
The mighty Ivan Robinson, Jesse James Leija fight is scheduled for 10 rounds, non-title, using the unified rules of the Association of Boxing Commissions. There is no standing 8 count, no 3 knockdown rule. Only the referee can stop the fight, and you cannot be saved by the bell in any round, including the 10th and final round. Jim.
All right, Harold, if HBO paid fighters according to the excitement they provided round by round, then Ivan Robinson would have been one of the highest paid fighters on HBO in the past several years, because Larry Merchant, this man brings action every time he comes into the ring. Closer look.
Well, Ivan is best remembered, of course, for his memorable melodramatic battles with Arturo Gatti, both of which he won. And as you said, Jim, if there was a pound-for-pound exciting list, he'd be on it.
And meanwhile, across the ring, Jesse James Leija takes a backseat to no one, including Ivan Robinson, in terms of his experience against outstanding opposition.
Opposition doesn't get much more outstanding than Azuma Nelson, who Leija fought 4 times and lost just once. But as he admits it, at the age of 34, every fight could be his last.
Indeed, Leija in the process of acquiring a couple of daycare centers in his native San Antonio, which he hopes will help to make up his future. Meanwhile, our future to go to Michael Buffer.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the Mandalay Bay of Las Vegas, courtesy of TVKO, we go to our second Budweiser bout of the evening. The 3 judges assigned at ringside to score this bout are Dick Houck, Art Lurie, and Patricia Jarman Manning. And when the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, Tony Weeks. And now, ladies and gentlemen, 10 rounds of boxing. This is in the lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black and weighing in at 137 pounds. His professional record, 40 victories, including 16 knockouts, with 5 losses and 2 draws. From San Antonio, Texas, ladies and gentlemen, the former junior lightweight champion of the world, Jesse James Leija. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing silver with black and weighing in at 136.5 pounds. His professional record, 29 victories, including 11 knockouts, with 4 defeats and 1 draw. From the city of brotherly love and fighters, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, here's the former NABF and USBA lightweight champion, mighty Ivan Robinson.
Let's go, Jesse. Okay, right here is good. Right here is good. Anything below here is a low blow. All right, you already received your instructions in your dressing room. I want a good, clean fight. I want you to obey my commands at all times. Above all, protect yourselves at all times. Any questions from this corner? Any questions from this corner? Let's go.
Unlike the first fight, which featured a great old pro against a strong but limited younger man, this is a great old pro in Leija against a great younger pro in Ivan Robinson.
They're both primarily boxers, but if anybody's going to occupy the role of puncher in this fight, you might expect it to be Leija. Maybe that's why he conspired with himself to put on 11 pounds coming into tonight, give himself just a little bit of an advantage in heft against Ivan Robinson, who hits and moves, and keeps on hitting.
What is good about this boxing match is each fighter is circling the ring. Neither is trying to get the other back against the rope. So you can see no one is looking to take the other out in the first 2 or 3 rounds. It's a circle. Step and move. Step and move.
Ivan Robinson earlier this year went up to 140 pounds to take on rising force Antonio Diaz at that weight. And among the returns from that bout were enough of the 140-pound weight class back to the lightweight division where he belongs.
When you find 2 guys out in the middle of the ring like that, they want a boxing match. And it's the best boxer who can win these things.
2 experienced guys who surely in the first couple rounds, George, want to get a look at each other and try to gauge what it is the opponent is trying to do tonight.
Some fighters need to get out there right off and get the other guy to show you, look, I'm getting you up against the rope, I'm going to try to knock you out. These guys are interested in controlling the middle of the ring. Slip, move, bob, and weave. Classic boxing match.
If there's a distinctive difference in style, you'll see Jesse James Leija occasionally wing shots, loop shots from the outside as he tries to generate extra power. And because of that, Ivan Robinson may try to go straight up the middle with sharper, shorter punches.
I don't think there's much difference in their style at all. It's just a difference in the build of the body, which causes you to do things differently. But the style is the same. One has got wide shoulders, shorter stature. The other is taller and leaner. But basically, they want to do the same thing. Stay out, slide. Robinson even seems to apologize when he gets the guy close to the rope. Backs away. Leija throws 4 or 5 punches. If the guy stands his ground, he backs away as if to say, I'm not trying to finish you now. Good overhand
right hands by Jesse James Leija. 3 right hands. And a left hook that was mixed in, and Ivan Robinson driven backward by Leija, who creates the first significant flurry of the fight in his favor.
And after those flurries, you want to be the first guy back.
Hard right hand by Robinson. But Leija showed no ill effects from that one and landed the harder punches in round number 1.
Don't punches. I want straight, okay? To the straight. I want your head moving. You stay there a little bit though. You're doing all right. Don't go straight back. Throw and move. Get out of the way. Keep your left working. You're dropping your left hand a little high. You're a little too straight, okay?
Right. Pick it up and get in the round. You're trying to steal the round. Okay. Come on, you got to pick it up. Let them right hands go. Jab working nice. Okay. Pick it up. Come on, let's see combinations. You know what I mean? Let's get some angles too, man. Okay. Let's get that angle. Get right on there. Okay. All right, guys.
Let's go. Jesse James Leija is trained by his father, Jesse Leija Sr. Ivan Robinson has something of a father-son relationship with his trainer, Odell Cathay, who's been with him for a long, long time, as have the other men in his corner, Leon Tabbs and Bowie Fisher. And you saw the CompuBox numbers in round 1 that showed Leija landed more, threw more, and as I mentioned earlier, threw the harder punches in the first stanza.
Jim, originally Ivan Robinson was also trained by his father through much of the early part of his professional career. He was one of a lot of outstanding amateur fighters in the U.S. in the early 90s, fought Oscar De La Hoya several times.
Slap to the body by Leija. You want to make certain that you start the fight off with many of your punches going to the body of your opponent. Fight goes on, he becomes weaker.